let's get to our poll question, brought to you by the great folks over at Atlas Goods. Go to atlasgds.com, use promo code CC15. That will get you 15% off your first order of pop rinds. You've heard us talk about them before, folks. They are the best fresh pork rinds.
Oh, look at that.
Straight out of your microwave or air fryer, locally owned and operated. Use promo code CC15 at atlasgds.com and get you 15% off your order at Atlas Goods.
See, and that's a good thing. You got the DoorDash deal, whatever that is. You got 25% off of Beat Our deal all the time. But over here at Atlas, I can see it right now. Subscribe, get 10%. Yeah, that's great. That's great. 10% first. Or you use our promo code 15%. Let's go, Alex. Zoom it in. More pork rinds.
Free
and I'll
shipping.
tell you what, I have not heard anyone that's actually gone out and bought the pork. Whoa, easy, Alex. He's got a trigger finger. But I haven't heard anybody get the pork rinds, actually order them, and not like them. We got to send a pack over to Alex, too, because I know Alex wants to get on these.
And as you see there, the bacon ones right now sold out. So
Well,
fear
no
not,
doubt.
folks, because you can get the original and you put your popcorn seasoning, your favorite popcorn seasoning on it, and it's delicious little snack. Free shipping on all orders over $50. Go check out atlasgoods.com. Our poll question today: if you were in charge, which defenseman would you sit tonight? Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Riley Stillman, Ethan Bear, and as always, I'm angry. And people always ask me, why do you guys always put I'm angry? We did in our first poll question, and then the Canucks kind of just kept going on a skid.
Oh, what's Alex
and
going with?
people asked us to keep I'm angry in and never get rid of it. So I'm angry is always an option in our poll question.
If you're a Canucks fan, it's always an option.
That's right. They're always angry. So it's an option. If you're
Let's
angry
see where Alex is going.
and you
Alex
don't want to do
is
it.
a man of the people. He always nails what people are saying. I'm curious if he's going to get with the
Well,
people
I mean,
on this
he's
one or not.
hovering over Riley Stillman,
Yeah,
so I'm pretty sure he's got a
but
good chance
Alex
here.
plays us sometimes with that little mouse clicker. I know. He's
Yeah,
up to.
so let's see what Alex votes with as he does that.
I have a quick, a vote for Oliver Ekman-Larsson here. Is that not the same as a vote for I'm angry?
You know what? A vote for anything but Ethan Bear seems like I'm angry right now, because I think a lot of people are angry about that. Well, it'll be interesting to see, because I'm angry might win this one because of the Bear situation. Oh, look at that.
And Alex goes Riley Stillman. And let
Wow,
me read these
zero-
results, because
sorry,
these are very interesting and very
Wow.
telling. It feels like at the time of this recording, when there is 86 votes
that's
on
not a
this
great
poll,
number.
not a ton right now, because we threw out the poll question like right before we started going here. But the poll question right now, 54% of people saying Riley Stillman, 33% saying Oliver Ekman-Larsson, 13% saying they're angry, and 0% saying Ethan Bear, which means, Chris, that Bruce Boudreau has not voted in this poll today.
That is wild, because
Or maybe
listen,
he has.
when you see it on the computer, it gives you like the point percent, or like 32.6, 54.7. So if there was one vote, we would see like 0.1 or 0 point something here.
There's no votes
There is
for
not,
Ethan Bear.
out of the 86 people that have voted, not one person thinks Ethan Bear should be out of the lineup. That's wild.
And it's just
And
it
he
just
is.
comes back to it just comes back to this conversation we've had of what's the Canucks plan? Like, if you're trying to tank, hell, even if you're trying to tank and look to the future and you're trying to figure out who's going to be with you in the future, and you think Ethan Bear is a guy that you'd like to extend, you got to play him. Like, someone jumped in the chat earlier and said, the YouTube live chat, and said there's no chance for any players to build chemistry together because they get broken up at the first sign of trouble. And like, I don't even think there was that much trouble between Ethan Bear and Quinn Hughes. And I was talking to Ethan Bear earlier this week about, maybe it was last week, about the pairing with Hughes and, how they're starting to build some chemistry together. And Bear was saying, like, it takes some time to get going and build some chemistry, but like, I thought we were pretty good defensively. And I asked Bruce the same question, and Bruce said, well, I like the pair sometimes and other times I don't. So right now looks like we're about to see Riley Stillman and Kyle Burrows together. And it's just a confusing decision, I think.
Yeah. Kevin
And
in
I don't
the chat.
think there's much more to say.
Kevin in the chat says, if Boudreau thinks Bear is our 7th best defenseman, he is absolutely losing it. And Vishav asking, is he benched tonight? Yeah, he was one of the players that was out there skating late, being rinsed, I believe they call it. Him and Studnicka were the two out there with Colin Delly, who, by the way, Colin Delly played last night. I think I mentioned that. We'll get to the Abbotsford stuff
Couple
in a little
times.
bit. But I'm with the people here with Riley Stillman as well. Like, you can play, I wouldn't mind even seeing a third pairing of Kyle Burrows and Ethan Bear. Like, put Burrows on the left side. Burrows never worries me at all moving to his other side. Like, never at all. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with defense pairings moving forward, because Travis Dermott played that full game on Tuesday night. No worries about him with the recovery. He played in the game. Obviously didn't play last night. And some people were like, oh, like, is this a big step back? It's like, no, this is a conditioning stint for Travis Dermott. He doesn't need to play back-to-backs. But maybe he will kind of down the road here. I think he might, get a little bit of time. I believe it's something like 2 weeks on a conditioning stint you have. So he's got some time to play that. I wonder if that changes because of the roster freeze. I got to get in the CBA. But anyways, Dermott seems like he's getting closer to being able to be back in the NHL playing games. That's that fact that he played all of it, all of the game on Tuesday. That's a huge boost for what you're going to see Travis Dermott getting closer to playing for the Vancouver Canucks.